Welcome back to Satisfactory, except I'm not connected, so we're just going to leave this in, and I'm going to get connected. There we go. Okay, so we have a lot of research to do. We also want to unlock bauxite refinement. So we got a lot of stuff that we want to sort of run around on today. We just completed our smart plating factory over there. So let's check the MAM. We've got a potential recipe here that we could be using. Limestone and iron ore to extend the life of iron ore. Yeah, sure. Sounds like fun. Five DNA for a hand slot. Scan for enemies for 10 DNA. Let's put that on our list. I'd love to do these, but we've got to find so many Mercer spheres. None of these are really jumping out at me as absolutely required. It would be nice to get the polyester. Other than that, We need synthetic power shards, but we need those time crystals. That's really the deal breaker there. I thought I could already scan for hard drives. Maybe I'm just doing it visually. Equipment slot. That's gonna take gunpowder, black powder. Oh, we got a thing right here for that. 50 and 25. Yeah, let's put that on our list. Is this locked? Well, we definitely want to get expanded tool belt, more hand slots, experimental power generation. I don't even know what this is unlocking. Looks like we're gonna have to make a decent amount of black powder. We might have that. Yeah, we do. So that's the easy way. Just remember that you dealt with coal and sulfur in a previous episode. You digitally uploaded it. And then use that uploaded material to complete the research.
Research completed. Black powder recipe unlocked. New sulfur research available.
50 frames, huh? We have 50 frames.
Research completed. Experimental power generation research options are now available. These may enhance performance of other fuel sources.
It takes 2 hard drives to get to the turbo fuel because you need one to get compacted coal, then you need another one to unlock the turbo fuel directly. That's not cheap. we're using computers to make adaptive control units. Ooh, we were using all of them for that purpose. So technically I should probably disconnect that. Looks like we primarily need plastic to continue making computers. I'm coming over here to get some of this black powder done. Chances are good that we're making too much of the coal. Compacted coal. It's kind of a shame you can't use compacted coal for that recipe. You know, 3 is kind of the magic number, but 2 is probably enough. Why stop at enough? Ooh, we're gonna have to move that back. I'm pretty sure my power levels are pretty good. Let's just whip together a little black powder factory here. We've had this in here since like the beginning. What is going on in here? I think we'll just take all this and figure it out in an effort to clean up. We're cleaning up. This is just plain coal. My guess is that we don't have enough space to store the sulfur as well. Oh no, we've got stored sulfur. Stored sulfur. Even the smallest pause in this kind of belt, with the beautiful buffer that we have, you know that there's going to be something in there to deal with. $30 per minute. Wow, we're making a lot of this. Let's pick up our original walking around inventory. And I guess we'll start integrating this. The noblest detonator.
Detonator and basic Nobelisk unlocked. Most obstacle can be cleared with the basic Nobelisk. It is most effective against organic material and is able to destroy small boulders and porous rock. Deployed Nobelisks will stick to the first solid surface they touch and queue on the universal detonator. If you do not recall the order in which you deployed the Nobelisks, remember Fixit does not take responsibility for any harm caused due to human error, even if those errors are genetic.
Fixit doesn't take responsibility for anything.
Tool belt expanded. I compounded sulfur's static atom matrix into a quadrantal gate vortex. You can now carry more stuff.
It's pretty straightforward. 100 more and we could get this smokeless black powder. Of course, then we need the smokeless black powder to go any further. Ah, we almost had it. 92. There's 100. And I think I'm gonna need some plastic. And you know what? While we're at it, let's grab a stack of rubber, because we know we need that for the phase 3 bauxite refinement. Sulfur smokeless powder. We're just getting things done today. Getting things done.
Research completed. Smokeless powder recipe unlocked. New sulfur research available for the development of high-end weaponry and ammunition.
Black powder plus heavy oil residue makes smokeless powder. Ugh. So that means you need to bring together oil, coal, and sulfur. Jesus. does it take to make a Noblisk? Black powder and so it's a pipe bomb. Okay, I mean, part of me tells me that we shouldn't worry about that. That we should go for 100 units of smokeless powder only costs you 1 unit. And here 50, 250, 350. Yeah, I don't have enough room in my inventory for all that. Oops. We need something we can actually store. I need one more thing that will upload for us. Give me these 4 first so I can get those out of the way. Then give me these 50 next. And none of this is really something I can process locally, but I don't care. I just need the space. Where is my purchases? Yes, thank you. Whoop, nope. Of course, I don't have the rest of the stuff to make that work. 200 Nobelisks. Oof, that's a lot. That's a lot-ish. These guys don't want to be cool. Should I overclock that? $25 per minute. And how many do we need for research? It might be time to let this go and come back. We need at least 200. And then we're going to want 100 motors. Yeah, it's time to leave this. Leave this area. Come back once we've got some other stuff under our belt. I didn't give myself quite enough of a boost there. It will be nice to actually have the rifle, though. So now we're gonna come over here and check out our computer situation. I'm like 99% sure without even really looking at it. Actually, let's get rid of the smart plate. Let's see if there's anything else in here worth throwing away. I'm just gonna get rid of the smart plate. We probably need the coupons more than we need the smart plate at this point, since we got a halfway decent factory making it right now. We only connected the first floor, but then we overclocked the first floor, so should be okay. We definitely don't need a ton of reinforced plate on our inventory. Throw that away. And we got plenty of these. We'll throw that away as well. Oh, speaking of throwing stuff away, what kind of points are we looking at? 2. Bleh. So now we need 350 engines. Sorry, motors. Obviously, I know the difference between a rotor, which rotates, and a stator, which stays stationary. A motor and an engine, though. It's a very subtle difference. Perfect. Ooh, we got lots of plastic to make use of. I think I'm just going to take all of it. And we'll take a chunk of the rubber as well. Are we backed up? Are we making stuff? Heavy oil residue is overloaded, which means we don't have enough fuel storage. I'm kind of working off of these little toadstools over here. I'm thinking about, well, first of all, why is my number 8 that? What should that actually be? The foundation. I don't know what this should be. It obviously shouldn't be that. All the good stuff that I typically like to use is in place. I hear you, spider. Don't think I don't hear you. Oh, you know what? It probably could be as a pipe. Or it could be a conveyor wall hole. But we'll stick with pipe for now. Okay. This way we'll always have a sink for the fuel. And we've got a separate container for the plastic. So we'll always have, we'll always use some of the plastic as well. The only thing we won't have a lot of storage for is rubber, but we never seem to overload on rubber, so I think we're good. You know, the instant I said it, I forgot. Where did we put all of our stuff? We dropped it all off somewhere. Hopefully I dropped it off by the computers. We need both the high speed, or I'm sorry, the circuit boards. Plastic is required for that, but then we also need plastic for the computers directly. We need 50 computers, so 100. If it were 100 computers, we would need 1,600 plastic directly. Hi. Alright, so we've got twice that amount in that inventory. Oh look, we found our stuff. We'll drop this rubber off on our way to bauxite refinement. And then I think it's time to look at motors and heavy modular frames. Both of which are right here.
Rifle and rifle ammo unlocked. A long-range weapon and rapid-fire ammunition, only to be used for the defense or acquisition of fixed property. Conveniently, this includes everything of value on this planet.
Conveniently. I'm thinking we need to get a huge selection of pipe. And since we've got a pipe factory, we definitely can get that. Nope. Well, actually, hold on. A couple of rotors would actually be pretty good here. It's not what I came for, but it would actually be helpful. Let me move a chunk of this over here so the smart plate factory, well, the smart plate factory's got all the rotors they need right now. So we won't worry about that, actually. We probably could have used a tiny bit more of a boost, but we'll get there. Oh yeah, we way overdid it. Mid-air photography, no parachute. Kind of dangerous, but we got it done. Always have to have thumbnail. Alright, so this will give us the pipes that we need to make our stators. And we'll use those stators to make our motors. Oh, these are already full. Oh, this last one isn't. So we're making 20 stators, and over here we're consuming 20 stators. Okay, well that's pretty much that, isn't it? We'll ramp one of these up. And increased it by 15. But we only increased the supply by 7.5. So technically we'd have to amp up one of these as well. 250 motors, huh? Of which we have 32. Okay, well, fine. And then over here, oh, looks like we're needing modular frames. That could be bad news. It's highly likely that we don't have modular frames lying around. Oh, we've got a few. We need 90 more heavy modular frames. Why'd I bring the rods back? Oh, I meant to bring the rods back to make more frames. We've got 720 of these. So 500 is enough to make 100, and we only need 90. So we should be okay as there as well. These are already overclocked. Okay, that was way too much of a boost. It's only going right next door. Alright, so we've got computers going, and we've got motors going. And we've got heavy modular frames going. Let's see if we can get some DNA. We need 5 DNA capsules. 10 DNA units is probably enough. With multiplication. 5 is probably enough. Always interesting to see your factory from a different angle and from a distance. You know, the second I start looking for folks, I can't find anything. You know what? I don't know if I want to go down there. I thought I might have some extra screws. Our screw level's actually kind of low. Yeah, in a few of our areas, we're not getting full iron ore input. We could obviously cram more ore into that system. Let's see if we can knock this out. I think we got the hog and we got the spitter. I know we don't have any stinger, and I know we don't have any hatcher. But why not double check, right? one makes two since we've got the Summers loop in place. Plenty of alien DNA. I think I'm going to regret dumping that steel. Yes, I regret dumping that steel. Is it a full 500? It is the full 500. Let's check in on the computers. I might find my way to a little bit of steel. Oh, that's right. We got a test bench of steel right over here. And we've got all the computers we need done. I'm tempted to go ahead and let the rest of these upgrade. But I guess we don't really have to make APUs now. It would be nice to throw them away, but I mean, we've got crystal oscillators in our demand list for some reason. Let's check in on that. Oh, wow. We have no backup crystal oscillators going. Short on cable. And it looks like reinforced plate, of all things.
Tool belt it expanded. No alien organisms were harmed during the creation of this tool belt.
Well, that's obviously not true. How are we short on screws of all things? Copper sheets and black powder for rifle ammo. You know, one half of these crystal oscillators we could really take care of. Should probably do that. We'll put in an emergency stack of rifle ammo. we probably don't mean to use all of this black powder or smokeless powder. We're probably thinking this is the black powder. All right, well, we're out, so probably for the best, because we're gonna have to spend more. Easy mode to grab some of our... I mean, look at the reduced amount of screws. Such a small amount of screws coming through. That's not good. Especially since we're about to use all these reinforced plate. This thing had exactly the right amount of reinforced plate for every machine. So we really need cable. We should have a good chunk of cable over here. Yeah, there's 9,600 in here. We'll just grab that. I'm not even sure why we need these crystal oscillators, but it's on our list, so... Oh, for the signal scanning. Okay. Now let's... Oh wait, we already checked our computers. We'll drop that off and check the other two components of phase 3. Wow, that was really not a good use of momentum. Let's try that again, shall we? Much better. So now we just need to go over here and figure out our... I like totally lost the hub. Ooh, absolutely cranked out those motors. Very nice. 250. .600 screws per minute, so there's no way that this belt's gonna output that many. But we could hand jam a couple just so we can get moving here. $27 out of 100. How long is that gonna take us? Assuming they all run perfectly. Oh, 10 per minute. It's gonna take a while. Because we know they're not running perfectly. That's okay. It is the primary thing we're working on, but, you know. Put that in the win some, lose some category. $12 heavy modular frames away. 12. We've got 3 in our inventory. We're gonna need some points to buy some stuff once all that research happens. I mean, I don't think I want explosive rebar. A cluster nobilis could be fun though. 6 inventory slots for 50 computers. Ooh. Yeah, we'll take that.
Pocket dimension inflated by utilizing numinous gel hydrology channeled through an etheric spigot. Some used to say this as impossible, but the meaning of that word has long since been removed from my dictionary.
Such positivity. $250 exactly.
Cluster Nobelisk unlocked. This type of Nobelisk detonates into multiple smaller explosions. Can be used for clearing large areas of vegetation and other inconveniences. Addendum. Inconveniences, in this case is not defined to include persistent family members, raccoons, student debt, the sunrise, peer performance reviews, neighbors learning to play the saxophone, phone calls, or your favorite show getting cancelled.
She actually has some reasonable input that time. what is going into the cluster Nobelisk? Oh, okay, so that's back to the smokeless powder. Yet again. Did we use all the steel pipes we had on us? I mean, we know we've got a good chunk of steel pipes lying around, so we're gonna have to grab those. That's going to be a good amount of Nobelisks. Then we'll have to decide later if we want to take it to the next level and go cluster bombs. I'm guessing probably yes. Oh, sadly, we don't have any more Mercer spheres. So the only thing that we really have left is this bauxite refinement. Let's see if we can finish it up. We only need 12 of them. And if I hadn't thrown away those 3, we could have need 9, but... Oh yeah, we got 35 now. Plenty. Plenty! Oh, still way too much of a boost. Let's ship it.
Milestone reached. Bauxite is refined to aluminum products via a multi-step process. Considering your past achievements, you should have the minimum required skill to overcome these new production challenges. If it helps, many others have done this before, so if you fail, someone else will eventually succeed.
Thanks. 100 computers, 250 more motors, and yet 100 more heavy modular frames. Well, we had 27. We had 27 extra. And we're almost there on the motors. I'm guessing this guy actually has extra stators. Yeah. We'll shift those stators over here. And let you have the focus of them. And then we'll give you what's left. Problem is you're still gonna get but for right now, I think this is better. And then how are we over here? The screws are never gonna be right. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. We're very close. The problem is we need... I always count for the unlocking. I never account for the rest of it. Like, we're also gonna need a good chunk of the same stuff for the purposes of making the hover pack. That amount of cable is just enough to make 40 more computers, which is more than we need. So the real deal breaker at this point is the screws of all things. But I think we've done enough research for today. What I say is that we'll come back and we will knock out another chunk of that. We'll look at getting the refinement done, and by the time we have that done, we should have the ability to unlock the hover pack. Yeah, we've got 50 out of 100. Totally out of screws. Probably out of frames as well. Okay, yeah, I think we'll call it there. We're close to unlocking the hover pack directly, but we're already over an hour. So thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.